Okay, we're live. We're live with Clive. How are you going?
It's hump day. It's hump day. It's not that bad a week so far, really. So,
Yes.
how about you?
Yes.
How about yourself?
Hey, I tell you what, I went to court yesterday. I tell you what, I think that'd be the worst job in the world, going to court every day for a living. Sorry, you do. That's what you do. Sorry, I forgot.
Well, it's one thing if you're paying money to go to court. If you're getting paid money to go to court, it's a little better. Got to be honest.
Yeah, I suppose it's not you on the stand, is it? Anyhow, guys, so we can't discuss the matter. It's an ongoing matter. It's like the judicial system. You just don't turn up to court, and you just don't turn up, and it's all over, Red Rover. You have to go back time and time again. You have discovery and all sorts of things. So we can't really discuss it. Looking at Clive's watch, what the hell is this thing?
Tudor.
Redial.
That's what I was looking at. It's a real good one.
It's too good to be original.
The emblem looks pretty damn good.
Mm.
I just realized I put the damn thing back on it again. Fuck you. Anyway, no, the emblem looks really, really good shape. It might be bleached a little bit, but the text looks pristine. And also,
yes,
gold applied indices.
Gold applied indices. Very cool, CLYVERS. So how much was this baby?
Oh, I think 2.25.
Ooh. 2.25.
Yeah, he was wanting 250. I said, "There's no fucking way."
I see. Gotcha. Yeah. Not 2,000. Sorry, we're not on the New York Theo and Harris program, are we? No.
No.
Oh, you're saying to me, how much did you pay? $225.
Yeah, actually.
It's gold capped.
Yep.
But
pretty good shape, man.
For that price, does it really matter?
No, it really doesn't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's a sharp looking little thing for the money.
It's very sharp. I completely agree. I think you've got a bargain. A bargain. Now, speaking of bargains, tell me this. Are you sick? Some people are writing to me there and saying they are sick of this Heuer mania, this Tag Heuer mania concerning me. Are you sick of the Tag Heuer mania yet? I've seen some of your Minotaur Wrangler comments there. You yeah, CLYVERS. Tell me the truth. Just be completely frank there. Be frank and open and honest with me. Am I a shill? Am I a shill now?
I hope you're getting a nice paycheck under the table like AVG. That's all I can say, because man, Jesus, you want to talk about whoring yourself out. I do not have a Tag Heuer.
Mm-hmm. You have a Heuer.
No. I have 2 Heuers.
See, hopefully later on, if you save up a bit more, you may be able to get a Tag Heuer for yourself. You know, that's the way I see it.
Yeah, I'll just have to go on looking along with my chronograph from the 1930s with the Valgy 22 movement to register. Oh, Tanzil. Okay.
Tanzil, yes. Super chat. Thank God. Thank God, Tanzil. I am skint.
Archie, what the fuck do you have to save yourself buying the shit of tag with the Salida movement? Oh, we have talked about this.
Ooh.
Why spend so much on a FAC basic beach movement?
Ooh, that's very nasty stuff. It's
a very nasty movement. It's a very nasty movement. That's like sub ETA.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, he's done his facts.
We asked Don Haynes about it.
Yes.
Pull up this. Okay.
What did Don Haynes say? Tell me what Don Haynes said. Please tell me.
It wasn't good. I'll put it this way. This wasn't good.
He didn't like the watch?
Oh well. There's a photo, actually. I will have to send it to you.
Yes, a photo.
You know, Sin or Zen also makes a Pepsi bezel.
Yes, I see. So, CLYVERS, can I ask you this?
What do I think about the Tag Heuer?
Yeah, just be completely frank and honest, and just be original and tell me what you think, please. Don't be
Why don't you
scared.
get a quartz? I mean, why don't you get a quartz, for God's sake? I mean, you might as well get gold-plated quartz. I mean, you were this far from Invicta. You realize that, right? It's an overprice. Please tell me this is LiberCon. Please tell me that Jean-Claude Bivard is coming over and giving you blowjobs and checks.
Yeah, you know, the only thing I can, there's only one thing can I bring up an image? Can I just bring up an image, please? Because you guys are getting the wrong idea and I'm sick of it. I just want to show you. So can I show you something?
Or have you got the Bivard Fever? Okay. Oh, okay. You mean okay.
Have you seen this guy before?
Steve McQueen?
He was considered kind of cool in the day.
Well, of course you'd like a McQueen. And you realize he was only associated with Heuer and with that watch for that one movie, which wasn't even really a great movie.
Le Mans.
I mean, if you are a hardcore gearhead, maybe.
Actually, I got to be honest with you, the cars they used were not quite correct in many, many ways.
Now, what do you think? I did a little research. Okay, to be completely honest, do I like the style? Do I like the style of the Heuer of the Monaco? Yeah, it is. It's square. It's 70s. It's contrarian. I love 70s. Love the 70s. I actually remember the 70s fairly well. Now, the first part of it, not so well. But, I love the style of it, but that is just a cynical, selfish attempt by Tag Heuer to capitalize on that watch. That watch is famous. It's earned its place in horological history because of the movement. The movement. So in there now is a Heuer with a chronograph module plopped on top of it. Solita. Not even an ETA. It's a fashion watch.
It uses a Dubé de Prez chronograph module. Can you even pronounce that?
Probably not. No, to be honest.
I was asking because I don't know how to pronounce it myself. Fuck me dead, Clive. I've never been that great at pronouncing shit. Anyhow, at the best of times.
I've noticed.
CLYVERS.
Well, they used to have these things called books, and we used to read them and shit.
Tell me this: if I didn't have the Solita movement, if it had an ETA movement, would I have more cred?
Yeah, you'd have a lot more. I think it'd have a lot more cred. At least it would be a passable homo, or as Garbage Fire calls it, homo age reference. Yeah, it might as well be quartz.
That's a bit strong.
No, it's not. It's not. Clive,
I thought you were my friend. Keep going.
In-house, EDA, Solita, quartz.
Holy shit, Clive. That Sin is actually quite nice. Can I say that?
Yeah, actually. Oh, wait. I've got a...
Yeah, and it's got a logo on the dial there, Clive.
What's it say?
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I got to be honest with you, CLYVERS. Wow. Yeah, that's okay. I've got my own rock video. I don't think he's got a rock video.
Oh, I've got the, hold it.
It's pronounced Dubois de Clas.
Who's that?
Dubois de Clas.
Dubois de Clas. That's 10.
De quoi?
Dubois de Cla.
Yeah.
Dubois de Cla. Dubois. Anyway.
Anyhow, the thing is, right? Look. The thing is this, right? I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest with you. I understand what you're saying, and I take those criticisms on board. Yes.
I mean, can you really bag anything after a Tag Heuer? Why don't you get yourself a nice link, or even the Zen at least has an honest ETA movement. At least it's not pretending. It's not pretend. Even the Sin, or even it's not pretending to be something it's not.
Mm.
Please tell us there's a sweet ass marketing deal, or maybe you've succumbed to the Bivar Fevar. Do you have Bivar Fevar?
I got to be honest with you, Clive. I really do wish there was a sweet ass marketing deal there. They just gave me a few magazines, Clive, and let me come inside in the rain. I thought that was good enough. You mean I should have asked for more?
Yeah, actually say, hey, I mean, if you're going to show them anyway, why are you... Wait a minute. You're showing them for free?
Yeah, how unprofessional is that? Can I ask you that?
Well, much like... Oh, I probably should pay attention to the super chats.
Oh, sorry,
okay.
sorry. Very sorry. Look, guys, but keep going.
Super chats. Here's $20 towards the psychologist as you need it for buying the tag. Still love the channel, Archie. Oh, that's nice, Dan. And yeah. I'll go through and make. What's next? System 51 says Emod B. Flipped. Okay,
that's mean. That's just mean. You know that. I mean,
vintage Rolex watches says flip that Patek yellow gold shit time and buy a decent watch like a Daytona. Well, now Brad Harris says if one enjoys the TH, then why care what others think? Aren't luxury goods just that, a luxury not justifiable? Okay, Tanzil, sorry, $5 super chat. Archie, what is a bigger Zen? Buying a fucking Solita shitter, Tag Heuer, or getting your own branded Pepsi bezel watch from the Germans? AVG. Do we want to pull this up? Should I pull this up on screen sharing, see if it'll let me do it?
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Best not to do that at all, okay?
AVG has his own Pepsi, man. I mean, you have to admit, that is kind of cool. I mean, good, but... Yeah, so Gulf. So wait, if he's wearing a Gulf patch, why isn't the Gulf the Steve McQueen? I mean, the thing is, though, if you... Okay, do I like the style of the Tag Heuer? Yeah. A, I'm a contrarian. B, some people say I'm a retard. But C, I like the vintage. I like the funky 70s. I love 70s watches because the Swiss, before the threat of the quartz movement from Japan, that's back when the Swiss were still. It was fun. It was inventive. It was funky. You know, they were probably enjoying the herb themselves, growing it somewhere in clandestine greenhouses in Switzerland. So whoever designed that watch was definitely you know what. Well, I don't know what time it is for 420 in Switzerland, but you know.
CLYVERS.
I mean,
by the way, Clive, that's only a prototype. I don't think he's actually released that sin. That's just something he did himself with something called Photoshop. Have you heard of Photoshop, Clive?
Oh, by the way, Max got the watch.
I know. He sent me a thank you. He's a very nice guy.
And he showed his mother.
And what did she say? What are those bats on the dial?
Take that off Instagram. Those are not bats. You take that off Instagram right now, young man.
Oh, shit. You're not joking, aren't you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Fuck, you said I should edit it, but I was just having a hard time, Clive, you know?
That was a hard time You know if they did it, petties and anyway. Oh God, no! Just if the shit goes down, just request protective custody up front. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let's just leave it at that. Request protective custody up front. Yeah, Archie. But the thing is, if you okay, Robert Padilla wants to know. I tell you what, Robert Padilla wants to. I don't know. You think we should do a special one besides Friday Night Clive? You think we ought to have Robert on? Robert actually has a kind of a cool collection. You want to have Robert on Saturday, maybe? You
can bring anyone you want on, Clive. At the moment, the way the ratings are going, I've got to be honest with you, you can bring AGV on for all I care.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest with you, Clive. I'm sinking fast. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing YouTube for because it's sinking fast, Clive.
Yeah.
By the way, Clive, yeah, we'll just leave it at that, Clive. Things aren't doing too well.
Did you hear about that chick? Did you hear about that left-wing chick that just went total Full Metal Jacket at at YouTube headquarters?
She was right-wing. She's a Trump supporter.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. She was a vegan.
Oh yeah, because plenty of vegans are Trump supporters.
You know who else was a vegetarian? A very famous world leader.
Adolf Hitler.
I don't know why they don't mention that.
They don't really. It doesn't really meet the literature.
Tell me this.
He never ate meat after. Well, the thing is, he also had a lot of gastric problems, a lot of intestinal problems. But they say after seeing the suicide of his niece, Geely Rebel, that they, not to be confused with Barty Rebel.
Yes.
That after seeing that, he never ate meat after that. Which, were you thinking about eating? Never mind. Anyhow. Okay, Archie. $5 super chat. Hands down, sorry. Archie, you kept telling punters to buy Tudor Black Bay in-house movement. Yes, Tudor doesn't even service the movement. They replace them. What are your thoughts?
I got to be honest with you. I think that's actually rather concerning. Omega was this. Is there actual proof that this happens? Let's just get our facts straight. Is this actually happening, Clive, or not?
I'm just reading the super chat.
I mean, is there actual proof that they're not servicing the movement? They just put a module in, pull a module out. Omega tried that. Yes, they wanted to do that themselves, right?
Right.
Because you got to understand what they do is they basically
they pop it out. They pip a new one in. And they send a crate of the old ones back to the factory or wherever, or to the service center where they probably have, low paid flunkies working.
No, Clive. Can we rephrase this? They send them to China where they can get done for a fraction of the cost. They have someone in the local expensive Western countries who basically does the seals, cleans them up a bit, puts the new movement in. They're just a movement jockey. They just basically pump and dump. They just put a new movement in and ditch it.
Well, actually, we can have Ving Tenier on.
You gotta love hired help. They're cooking something on the food mixer. I got a flatmate now because times are tough, so she's making vegetarian bullshit in the blender. Don't worry, it's a vegetarian. You know that lesbian stuff. Yeah,
that's a vegetarian.
Yeah, you got to be careful with them. So now when I said I'm just going to do a live show. Could you just not make any noise? Yeah, sure. It's time now to do food processing for the week, Clive.
No, Tanzil says it's 100% happening. He's also chatting on the live stream. He's said it's 100% happening. It's all over the forums. Now, what we need to do is we need to contact Ving Tenier, and he can ask his relatives if they're in fact doing that.
Now, I got to tell you, I'm very disappointed because I thought it's like a car. You have the same engine in the car. It's like taking your car to the dealer. He pops the engine out, puts a new engine in. I'd be really pissed off. I would be fucking furious because...
Why don't you think that'd be something for you to do a quick video on to warn everybody about it?
Yes. So what brands are doing this? Omega. I know Omega was talking about it, but I don't think they did it. Tudor's doing it? Are you serious about this or what? Tell me real... I don't know if you noticed this, Clive, but I was a little bit busy yesterday.
I missed a super chat by Der Stiefel. Hold on. Thanks, Bruce. Sorry, I had the other...
Can you bring Der Stiefel on? Bring Der Stiefel on, okay? Please bring him on.
When does the Tag Heuer River Rat come out? $2 super chat by Dirk Stiefel. Hold on. Dirk, okay.
Don't worry.
Okay, Tanzillion, sorry, missed a $5 super chat. Arch, while you're sitting here getting a hard-on off the Steve McQueen stripping his golf jacket off, AVG is making money moves. Clyde 2, reveal the move. Yeah, we've done that. AVG, like I said, so yeah. Apparently on the Suburban Goonie channel, he's showing pictures of a okay. All right. Okay. Oh, you may have played the video by Archie Luxury buys a tag. Tag Heuer forums. Okay. You want to go to the Tag Heuer forums and see what they're saying about your defection to see what they're saying about your defection.
What are they saying? What are they? Please, by all means. I reckon it'll be fun. Let's go. They love me over there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they do.
Let's go there. Let's go, Clive. Let's go.
I'm pulling up now. Hold on.
Screen share. Let's bring it up. I'd love to see it, Clive.
Groundbreaking news today. And by the way, the original poster is Tan.
Yeah. No relation to our good friend Tanzil?
Tanzillion? No, I don't think so. Okay, I'm also going to close the window on here, so make sure I don't miss any. So, guys, keep the super chats coming, but keep in mind, let me make sure you go through. I'm pulling it up. Can you see it on the window now?
I can see it, Clive. I love it. I love it. It sounds good. I could have written this stuff myself. Groundbreaking news today as
no. You could have, but it's all spelled correctly.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Read it, Clive.
Groundbreaking. Groundbreaking news today as YouTube sensation, horological guru Archibald Chesterfield III has caved after years of disdain for the brand. He has purchased a Tag Heuer Monaco, is now looking for support of the tag community. What are your thoughts on this YouTube sensation? There's actually 2 pages on it.
Okay, let's have a look. Tell me. Let's have a look.
Archie, is that you? Aquagraph. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Aquagraph then posts a picture. Then he links.
That's the video. That's the link to the video. That's cool. Well, that's cool.
No, he uses the Archie42 name when he joins forums. I think that's interesting news, says Tan to Jim Delories. And I was curious to know the thoughts of tag enthusiasts on his change of heart. Could I get an equity loan too to get a Monaco? By the way, is that the right box for the Monaco? I'm just curious, says Otto William. Abrod 520, ha, taking on a home equity loan to buy a Panerai and a tag. Most of his videos are maybe a bit too over the top, but when he nails it, he nails it.
Jesus, these are quite good people. Keep going. I like what I hear.
How long before Archie gets remorse and flips the Monaco, S10? Hubert, a nice little meme there. Remember Clockwork Orange?
Yes, I love Clockwork Orange.
Singing in the rain. Just fisting in the... Okay. When was this picture when we were debating over whether Tag Heuer Loto was being misaligned in Heuer 01? Hubert likes this, says Otto William. Well, it is a Monaco after all. And people care about what people like him because... Oh, Robert Padilla. Why not get the Tag GMT Batman? Does Tag Heuer make a GMT Batman?
They sort of do. Yes, they do. It's one of the Formula Ones had a.
So is it a Salida movement or is it quartz?
Let's just keep rereading this forum if you don't mind.
Well, it is Monaco, and people care about what people like him say because. Edit. Christ, I got 2 minutes in before turning it off. All he did was the video. Okay. I can understand that, but you need to know Archie's history of slagging off Tag Heuer. By the way, we're calling it the Tag Heuer Money Go.
Okay, thank you.
Now, Robert, we are looking up, and it's actually Salida is what it's being identified as. Just reinforces my original post. It's a matter of another ranting, shouty, over-opinionated YouTuber, which is probably just a persona to garner clicks.
hey, it's cutting a bit close to the bone there, CLYVERS.
Exactly, I was about to post, says DTF. Oh, DTF. Okay, I just realized what that meant. Durr. He's occasionally, says Aquagraph in response, he's occasionally amusing, but mostly a bit of an ass, to be honest. I don't pay much attention most of the time, only when he talks about tag. His video about the S-EL was moderately amusing. I'm thinking I'm getting old as now anyone can Nick NJV. I'm thinking I'm getting old. How can anyone bear to watch more than 20 seconds of that moron screaming and swearing like someone demented? If he's a YouTube superstar, the world is really doomed. Honestly, how can anyone take the opinion of acting in that manner seriously? What mindset have you got to be to care?
I think we might send him the luxury book, Luxury to Last. I think he would really enjoy that. What do you think, CLYVERS?
Yeah. Simon BETCH is posting on the. Is that who I think it is?
Oh, Jesus Christ. These people are just nasty, aren't they?
It's one of his worst videos, but honestly, yes, I agree. I must admit, and Aquagraph again posts, I must admit the drum roll made me laugh, but if you don't know the Urban Gentry channel, then it probably won't mean anything to you. Do they have beef? I don't know what that means. Now, a lot of people have beef with Urban Gentry, it seems. Dano Watt basically says, I quite like his videos. They sort of piqued my interest in watches. At least the stage where I started looking into them semi-seriously. At least he isn't all shouty like most YouTubers. All right. And $5 super chat. Tanzil, one thing at a time. Clyde, please bring up the following Rolex forum link I sent to discuss the Tudor in-house replacement and get Archie's take on it, please. This is on Rolex forums. You probably can't go on Rolex forums anymore, right?
No.
Yes, I watched.
Okay,
most of
that Simon guy's been deleted. That's fine. Another one hits the dust.
Okay, let's go to the second one. Oh. Here we go. Okay, Matt Church is here. How many mid-price? Oh, Matt. Like I said, oh, Matt. Okay, I'd actually love to have Boom, Jim Boots on the live stream almost about the Pontiff. Simon Paris. When will this Tag Heuer circle jerk in? I long for the old days when Archie would shout Rolex and show us his molested hobbit feet. Did you see the artwork someone submitted on the Archie Luxury fan page?
No.
Well, it was picture you, then it's picture me making a face. I'm like, is that? Wait, did you do that when Archie showed his toes? And they're like, yep. I said I could. Yeah, I actually knew that.
Okay, I'll have a look.
All right. New Tudor movement experience. Now I'm going to try to keep on. Dan T. Clive, is it possible to buy a Minotaur Wrangler mug? I've only got 10 of them. A lot of them are spoken for. We'll talk.
They're $150.
Oh, I don't have the camera. I was going to take a long, slow drink out of it. Okay, new Tudor movement service experience. There's been a lot posted about whether Tudor services or merely replaces their manufacturer movements. This post will not answer those questions. Jesus Christ, these Warren. I love it when they start off with War and Peace. Beerman S. San Francisco says, "Where's Archie Luxury? I'm not too keen on this new Archie mediocre." The post I thought at least had my experience. I actually have one. I purchased a new Tudor Black Bay earlier this year. A couple weeks ago, after wearing the watch consistently for several months, I put it on one morning and found it was not running. Over 30 winds of the crown later, it still wasn't working. The hour and minute hands could be adjusted, but the watch was otherwise dead. So I packed up and sent to Rolex Service Center, Dallas. I was instructed to include the actual warranty card and not merely a copy. The watch arrived at Rolex on Wednesday, April 26th. Rolex acknowledged receipt via email on Friday, 28th April. Well, this is from last year. I was going to say, what? Huh? Okay. And advised they would be calling with details about their findings. On April 2nd, Rolex called and left a voicemail. First, it was polite, apologetic, and reassuring voicemail you can imagine. The woman must have said she was sorry I was experiencing difficulty with my watch 3 times. She also said it would be given a full service, which would only take about 2 weeks. She promised to call again with shipping details once the watch was ready to come home. I don't know if it's this particular customer service representative or all Rolex service follow the same script, but they probably do. But I was impressed. The call that followed was an email quotation detailing RC's findings and services that we provided. The watch condition section listed bracelet scratched, bezel scratched, not that I could see with the naked eye, but okay. Case scratched, full service required. Down below, the necessary service parts section, Tudor service with movement exchange. All this was covered by the warranty. I didn't call back to inquire the cost if I hadn't had the warranty card. Perhaps I will ask when they call to tell me the watch is complete. However, I was struck by the movement exchange language. Perhaps this means the movement issue I experienced was so substantial they had to replace the movement, or perhaps that's how they service these movements. I hope it's the former. Regardless, very quick response upon receiving my watch. If it really takes 2 weeks or less, that's extremely fast. Interesting. So, yeah, so it's just maybe a couple of guys and some guy commenting on it. I'm still standing by it. Ideal that they're replacing their movements in order for them to have the failed one to perform additional R&D.
Yeah.
Go ahead. This
has been going around for a while. I've seen reports of this being said. I've got a report from. Is this the guy with the North flag?
Mi Chao Long Dong. Still here, Clyde. We laugh at you. I have no idea who you are. But he chows Long Dong.
Lucky Ghoul? Is this guy called Lucky Ghoul?
The guy on the chat?
No, on the forum, the letter you're reading there.
Jeremy S. Fist Writer. Why wait? My Pelagos in-house movement has been flawless, the most accurate of my watches. Why would it concern the end user if Rolex does a movement swap? You want to answer that question from Fist Writer?
No, come on, Clive. I mean,
Riders of the Fist.
Riders of that's a great song. Look, Clive, I got to tell you the truth there. I'm a bit concerned with this myself. Do you think they'd do that on my tag? They would change the movement over if I sent it in for a repair or service?
Hopefully they'll take it out and put in an ETA
one. Yes. I got to be honest with you. The problem is we want to keep the original movement with the watch. I thought that's the heart and soul of the watch. You can't be.
It's bad enough getting a service dial, but a service movement.
I mean, that just sounds so mass production, doesn't it? Patek Philippe wouldn't be doing that, would they?
No, they wouldn't. But then again, we're talking Tag Heuer, not Patek Philippe.
No, we're talking Tudor.
All right, Tudor. Or Tag Heuer. Well, Tag Heuer, yeah. I could totally see Tag Heuer doing it. They may not be able to fix the darn thing.
Jesus Christ, I'm just absolute. Can I ask you a quick question, Clive? Here we go. Breguet Type 20, transatlantic. So that's the one with the date on a leather strap, box and papers, $3,900 US. Do you think that's a good buy or crap, Clive? Tell me what you think. I think it's okay. What do you think?
It's not bad. Now, where are you getting this from?
It's actually a fan in America, believe it or not.
It's not bad actually for a Breguet. So at least it doesn't have. So it's got the It doesn't have the polished bracelet, right?
No, it's actually got a leather strap. It's got the Breguet leather strap. It doesn't have a bracelet. It's got a leather strap.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it'd be a lot better if it was on a bracelet.
I know the bracelet one. There, it's $1,000 more. So I still think that's reasonable.
Not bad. Not bad. Was that? Did I miss a super chat?
I'm using IE. I don't have that many windows open. But Clive, I got to be honest with you. Who else does movement swaps? I mean, that's just fucking terrible. Don't you think, or not?
I'm sorry. Tanzil, sorry. Archie, Omega, your brand that you said is better than Rolex, replaces movements on speedy reduced services too.
Yep, I've heard that. And you know why? You know the Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon, you know the 321s, you know why they are so valuable in mint condition? Because when you sent them to Omega, Omega changed the hands. Those original hands are worth a fortune now.
Wow. So, yeah. That sucks. That sucks. That's, you know, totally, yeah. Of course, Rolex pulls crap like that all the time. Now, of course, I've heard people say that, well, no, you have to, if you specifically say service the movement only, they'll respect that. But then again, by the way, I'm seventh on the list to get a Speedmaster. Not a Speedmaster, a Pepsi.
Jesus Christ. I'm surprised you could even get on the list.
Well, I didn't go to the, no, I went to a different branch.
And are you going to worry about stickers this time or not?
No, I'm going to be smart. Yeah.
How long?
No telling.
Okay.
No, they don't know. Now, however, the white dial Oyster Perpetual, first on the list.
Okay.
They're thinking June.
You're getting that as well?
Yeah, why not?
You're going to get a discount?
Rolex, are you cutting?
On an Oyster Perpetual, no discount?
On an Oyster Perpetual, the white one, yeah. If it was rhodium or blue, or the blue's not bad, but the other colors I wouldn't even bother with. But the new dials are going to be hot because they're more like the classics.
So you pulled the trigger?
Well, I'm on the list. I'll put it that way.
Oh my God, Clive! Tell me this: what's your honest opinion of my Tag Heuer? Tell me. Don't hold back. Just tell me honestly. What do you feel? Not what these. Oh, here we go. Super chat from Tanzil.
Super chat for Stephen Mercy. Archie's favorite Canadian says Justin Trudeau. What do you think of the Tudor Black Bay 58, Arch?
Look, I got to be completely honest with you. I kind of like the standard Black Bay. What do you think, Clive?
What is the 58?
The 58, this is the new bezel world thing. They released it. It's the 58 has the two-tone, CLYVERS. Two-tone. You know the two-tone?
Yeah. Let me look it up.
It's a Black Bay 58. You don't like the Black Bay 58?
I'm not familiar with it, but
it's a bezel world thing, you know.
Okay. Okay, $5 super chat, Tanzil. Oh no, sorry, Jay Halls. Omega services on Speedy replaces hands on Tritium. They're worried that the Tritium will get in the leaves the dial to the Tritium fade. Leaves the dial due to the Tritium fading. Okay, so is this it? No. No, this is it.
The 58, Clive, is actually the one that they've reduced the case. Okay, that's what's happened.
Made it more classic size?
I think it's 39 mils. 39 mils, Clive.
Okay. Yep, is this the one?
Let me have a look, Clive. Yep, that's the one, the 58. So it's basically... It's the same. When I say two-tone, I'm referring to the gold, the gilt sort of dial, and the bezel. What they've done is...
I kind of like that one.
Yeah. The 58 is... it's the 39 mil size case. I thought the 41 was so cool. I love the 41 of the Black Bay. That's what I mean. The original is so cool. I don't know why. Maybe for the Asian market. Maybe for the Asian market, they've gone that way.
Or they're trying to. They still have the 41, so they're just trying to cover.
See, the reason why the other one's so big, I think it's to do. It's got the 70-hour power reserve.
Okay.
So
movement.
They've basically got a smaller movement.
The 58 also. This one also has a 70-hour power reserve.
It's using a smaller movement, which is the MT5402, which is it's a bit smaller than the movement on the standard Black Bay. I think one's about 26, 27 mil movement, and the other one is about 32, I think.
$5 super chat, Tanzel, sorry. Arch, which is your favorite sin? Gluttony, KFC, greed, e-begging, hubris, Fat Rico, or AGV's facking new Pepsi sin? Where is your Squally sponsorship, Arch?
Hey, I got to say good luck. Good luck to anyone who can get their chintzy crest on the dial. We just say good luck, because the more punters that watch his channel, the more punters that watch mine. So I got to say well done. Well done. Well done. Okay. Is it coming out or it's prototype? I didn't think it was coming out. This is just a boy playing with Photoshop at this stage.
I don't know. I could look it up. I just don't care.
Yeah. I got to be honest with you there. I'm working on the Archie Luxury Formula One, so let's just keep our hats clean. I mean, I got to be honest with you. The whole world is disappointing me. You're disappointed in my Heuer. Why are you disappointed in my Monaco, Clive? Tell me this.
Because if you're going to get watch,
it's got a Selita movement.
If you're going to get a watch with the Selita movement, you've given up the high ground.
Mm-hmm. You really believe that?
Yeah, I really do. I mean, Selita, really?
But what could they do? Because Swatch wasn't providing movements. What could they do? They had no other choice, Clive. And does it really matter? Does it really? I'm trying to backpedal here, Clive. Okay. I'm trying to backpedal. Give me.
Watch. I mean, the thing is, is the crown being on the left is kind of neat. I will admit that, and that's why they can't use the standard ETA. That's why they had to go that route. On the other hand, if they would raise the price and put the original movement in, then that would be acceptable.
I don't think the original movement was that great, but
it's got to be better than Selita. And Eco 8 Gator says, I have to agree with Clive. The movement's what makes the caliber 11 shit. In other words, your caliber 11.
They still charge a big price for it. They still charge big premium for it. I don't know if you noticed this. They aren't exactly cheap, CLYVERS. They're still bloody thousands of dollars. You know that?
And and putting that movement in, that's exploiting the memory of the watch. That's exploiting the goodwill of its fan base. That is so nasty.
That might be a bit hard. That might be a bit hard. But what other choice did they have? You know who else uses Selita movements?
Who else?
IWC, don't they?
I know they used a lot of ETA, but Selita?
I thought they were moving over with... I don't think it's as terminal as you think. I mean, if it's an ETA movement...
Well, that's a ripoff. If they're going to charge premium money for a sub-premium movement, it's a ripoff. It's just ripping off the punters. J. Halls, be careful around the old man's Mercedes. You get too close, and it might kick in a shitter assist mode and not let you in the car.
It doesn't have ludicrous mode in the Mercedes, by the way.
Arch, if it doesn't, Tanzil, $5 super chat. Arch, if it doesn't you might as well tell the punters to get an Oris and Hamilton or a fucking Squally.
Okay.
Or a Quartz.
Okay. So what are you saying to me, Clive? What do I do then? They gave me a good catalog, Clive. You understand that? They were cool to me.
Okay. And say, hey, that was good. And then sell it and then go back to ragging on them. I figure you're going to pump it. You got to get price on it. I agree. Of course, our mutual friend, I'm going to try to protect his anonymity, but I'll just call him Duty Robson. He says he could get that watch. That is such an unpopular watch. He can get it new in England for cheaper than when you bought it for used.
No, I think you've misquoted him because he actually told me in a private conversation it wasn't a bad deal. Tell me this: do you really think it's that bad because it's got a Solita movement? Why is the Solita movement so bad?
It's a ripoff. They're ripping people off. It's just,
well, I don't think they had much of a choice. What could they do? See, if you go back in time, many of these watchmakers, they never had their own movement. You understand?
Yeah.
So you used to have movement makers. You had like even Patek. They used to use so many different movements. You know, you look in the 60s, 50s, and 60s. I mean, the Stearns, they were dial makers. Did you know that? Before they bought Patek, they used to make dials for Patek. You'd have a dial maker, you'd have a case maker, you'd have a movement maker. You put it all together and you get a watch. Now, I don't know why now everyone is so sensitive about this in-house stuff, Clive. And I got to be honest with you, a lot of these in-house movements, I don't know how in-house they really are. Can I say that to you?
Kind of hard to misquote someone when you're reading a text.
Cheaper than Archie paid secondhand. From an AD, put the price up again.
38, 32, 32. So buying secondhand, of course, and that sounds like.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what the mistake is. That's American dollars or Aussie dollars?
Doesn't really say. I would imagine American dollars, since he's talking to.
How much did I pay for mine?
I don't know.
4,400 Aussie dollars. Hey, Alexa, how much is 4,400 Aussie dollars in US dollars?
Alexa, convert 4,400 Australian dollars to United States dollars. Alexa, convert 4,400 Australian dollars to USD.
4,400 Australian dollars is $3,409.90.
New.
Okay. Well, look, Clive, I'm not too worried there. I got to be honest with you.
Super chat by Tanzil. Sorry.
Sorry.
Archie, you stupid can't. Well, yeah, you spend your money, so I imagine that's okay. Archie, you stupid kangaroo fucker. Invicta uses Solita move. Ooh. As the kids would say, you got served. The Invicta uses Solita movements. It's time for you to either sell a piece of dog shit of pledge fealty to AGV, right? Meow.
Okay, well, let's just clarify something here. I want to tell you, IWC, you know IWC, this is the brand that you love so much. They use the leader movements too, okay? Does that make it bad?
When they're charging the kind of money they are, and yeah, when they're charging in-house prices for
the Caliber 3
$10 super chat.
Yeah.
$10 super chat. Archie and Clive, love you guys. Greetings from Seattle. Oh, hey. Could I get your opinion on the Mont Blanc Orbis Terranium? I really love the look of the watch, and I've seen some great gray market prices.
Mont Blanc sucks. I hate the brand. I hate the brand. I hate Mont Blanc. Don't buy anything Mont Blanc.
Okay. Now, Rob, you can either take Archie's opinion now, or you can wait for him to pick up a great deal on a Mont Blanc, used, secondhand, and then just wait a few months, and he'll eventually tell you how great it is. If you're gonna spruik Tag Heuer, really, what's the difference?
I'm not really spruiking anything at the moment, Clive.
Do we want to pull up the subscription page for Archie Luxury? And Tag Heuer is the greatest brand ever. I love the Tag Heuer more than any other watch made. I love Tag Heuer more than life itself. If that's not spruiking, I don't know what is.
You know, the funny thing is they didn't even give me a cent, and I'm spruiking like a madman. That's the sad thing. That's the sad thing, Clivers.
Yeah.
I've just done a bit of a. I use a website called watchbase.com. Do you use Watchbase?
No, I've not.
Okay, it says here the tags. Sorry.
About movements, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Watchbase. It says the Tag Heuer Caliber 11 Steve McQueen. The module chronograph movement based on a Sellita SW300 as of 2011. Earlier versions were based on the similar ETA 2892, based in spirit on the groundbreaking Caliber 11 of days gone by. Pushers located on the opposite side of the crown. The chronograph functions are courtesy of the Dubé Depraz 2006 module. There you go. I'm sold on that, Clive. What do you think?
Well, I think the Seagull movement is also based on earlier Venus movement.
Yeah.
So really, you might as well start talking about Chinese watches, really.
Jesus Christ.
You're right. You put yourself in the slippery slope, man.
Yeah, I think you're right, Clivers. It's yeah. Now, yeah, okay, Clive. I think I might have some other brands that use this similar movement. Let's have a look here. Baume & Mercer. You know Baume & Mercer?
Oh yeah, because we know about your love of Baume & Mercer.
Bell & Ross. You know Bell & Ross?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Meistersinger. You know Meistersinger, the German brand?
No, I haven't even heard of it. I've barely heard of the other two.
Eterna?
Okay, I actually have an Eterna, but it's a vintage.
And guess what other brand uses this movement?
Is it Mercer or Mercier?
Chopard uses this movement. And I'll tell you who else does. Sin. You know Sin? We were talking about Sins. Well, they use the same movement. Sin.
Well, yeah.
Sin's a great brand, isn't it?
Well, I think that Tag Heuer.
Weren't you saying they're just releasing a new Pepsi that's amazing?
Yeah, and actually there's a lot of people, on the AVG with AGV's crest on it. So, yeah. Well, and actually that does make sense because I think that Tag Heuer is a sin. It's a sin against horology.
Let's set up a court case. You can try me for treason to Horological Institute. The Society of Fist can hold a kangaroo court. Will you represent me, Mr. Clivers, or you're the judge and executioner?
Well, I know you want me to be the judge because you want to see me in a wig, but no.
Can you represent me?
Yeah, I haven't thought that would be almost a decent one, like Watch Court, where you have two people with opposing with opposing viewpoints arguing as to like which.
I've actually got some new gags coming up soon, right? I've got this new superhero I've invented called Captain Shitter, right?
I think the Hornmonger would be better, but okay.
Now, Captain Shitter, what happens to Captain Shitter is whenever he hears that Ultimax soundtrack, he turns from mild-mannered Paul Pluta into Captain Shitter. Now, Captain Shitter has only got one superpower. Right? He can click his fingers, and if the watch is a shitter, it turns into a pile of dog shit. This is the skit.
Yeah. Well,
he's not able to leap over tall buildings. He's not able to do much except click his fingers.
So, okay. And bust out. Herman Ingram says, "Bust out the Captain Shitter." What I'd suggest is,
I'm waiting for a cape to arrive from eBay. Once I get the cape, the videos will be shot. Okay.
I still like the Watch Pope videos. You could take shitters and cast them into the fires of horological hell.
Yes. Yes. Very, very cool.
Yeah. To me, it's cynical. You know, if those watches were 2,500, maybe, but 5,000 for that kind of movement. It's just another cynical cash grab and exploitation of the fan base by Tag Heuer. Now, I mean, you know, someone on another watch channel said, "Why do we still have the hate for Tag Heuer?" I'm looking at, the more I looked at that watch, I said, no, I kind of, okay, I totally get the hate for Tag Heuer now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Puppet, I hope you
must admit, I do love this watch. I don't care what anyone says. I do love my Tag Heuer.
Okay. Archie, Tanzil, I'm sorry. Archie, the Muppets in your comment section are extremely confused. They cannot tell the difference between Clive's Bagel Sport and your Salida Shitter. But, you know, like I said, again, mine has a seagull movement, which is the horological predecessor and shares its common spirit with a Venus movement. It's actually closer. It's actually closer to the Venus movement than yours is.
Max says hi. Max says hi. Hi, Max. I thought I told you not to show your mom that thing I sent you. Jesus Christ, Max.
I put it on Instagram. You put it on Instagram, so expect a call from the authorities.
Okay.
Alexa, what kind of extradition treaties does America have with Australia?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Okay. So tell me this, Clivers. Is the Monaco that bad? It is such a cool watch. That is such a cool watch, man.
It's such a cool watch, but there's plenty. If you like that 70 funky vintage vibe, I think you can go out and find plenty of stuff from the 70s. That's the real deal.
Well, do you have any idea how expensive a Monaco from the 70s is?
Like that, in the similar vibe, though. Yeah, because you know, the horse has already left the stable. Because if you wait until everyone else tells you what's cool, you're going to pay more. If you want to went out, yeah, that's people bitch and moan about the Hodinkee effect, but it's just like, shut up. Those watches were always there. They were always cool. You guys just didn't have the balls to look for it until Hodinkee told you. Had to wait for Hodinkee to tell you it was cool and wait for the prices to go up. So,
Just hang on one tick. Oh, great. Just hang on. I've got to do something. You take over.
Dr. Bruce.
How's it going?
Good. So what do you think about the Tag Heuer Monaco?
The connection might not be great. Can you repeat that?
What do you think about Archie's Starchie's Tag Heuer?
Boy, oh boy. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
I think the YouTube's having problems today, in my opinion.
Is that your medical opinion?
The stream is distorted.
I can hear you just fine.
Okay, now I can hear you. So what was going on?
We're talking about the Tag Heuer, and for them to put out a piece that looks like the Tag Heuer from the '60s, but with a Salida movement with a chronograph module popped on top of it. Stephen Murphy, Archie's baking brownies.
Hello, Doc. What was that, Doc gone?
Doctor, can you hear me?
You know, maybe I should restart my computer because I'm missing the portion of what you guys are saying. It's really strange. Never done this before.
Okay. NS something, $5 Canadian. Archie S. Clyde's Alexa, what is the age of consent in Alabama? Alexa, what is the age of consent in Alabama?
Here's something I found on Wikipedia. The age of consent in Alabama is 16. Did that answer your question?
Yes, but does that include horned animals?
Thanks for your feedback.
Okay. So, Dr. Bruce, what do you think about Archie's Tag Heuer?
Well, I'm sure everybody's ragged on it pretty hard. Hard ragging, hard tagging. But I will say this. I will say, number one, the price that he got it for was a great price. I don't think you can easily get one box and papers in near new condition at that price. So he can probably sell it and make a profit. That's number one. Number two, if you want to get the original, sorry about that, Captain. If you want to get the original, you're going to have to pay at least 10 grand or more. I think a good one will get you, you know, a good blue dial is probably going to be closer to 20. So, and the last thing I'll say is that that particular design, you can't easily find that design in any other watch, right? I mean, like, let's say as an example, he bought an Atavia, you know, Heuer 2 movement. Then I think it'd be very easy to rag on him because there's so many other options. If you want something that looks like an Atavia, so many options. But if you want something that looks like a Monaco, you're pretty much stuck with a Monaco.
Hey, doctor, give me the flu. I want to talk to you. Doctor, it's Archie here. How are you?
I'm good. Yes, sir.
Hey, doctor, you know the guy on the dial, you know, the Daytona dial I'm getting for you?
Oh, yes. I need to talk about the dial, too. I didn't know whether to talk on live or
I can talk on live. No one watches this crap anyhow. My numbers are dying. I got no money. Everything is a disaster. Don't worry about it. It's all good news, okay. Doc.
$5 super chat. Dr. Speedy, that was a decent one, actually. Dr. Speedy, $10.50 or $5 super chat. What should I add to my small collection? Speedy has Light Man on the Moon and Batman GMT.
Cool. Speedy, Man on the Moon, and a Batman. Is that correct?
Are we talking Rolex Batman, or are we talking a Tag Man? Are we talking a Tag Heuer Batman?
I think we could say Batman GMT. Okay.
Simple. Tudor Black Bay Heritage. Tudor Black. He needs a diver. The guy needs a diver. He needs a diver.
Sure, you're not going to say a Schmeckling?
If he can afford a Rolex Batman, I mean, that's nice. If he can afford that, if those were choices, I agree. I think, and I think I've said it enough times. I think the Tudor Pepsi beats out the Rolex Pepsi for me, for the look of it.
He doesn't need that because he's already got a Batman. He's already got a Batman and a.
Whoa, Archie. What kind of diver does Tag Heuer make since you're now on their payroll? Herman Ingram, $2 super chat. The doctor is monotone. A snorefest. No, look, Herman. I'm sleepy because it's late. It's not the doctor.
Now, doctor, I got to tell you, the guy's actually sending me the dial because then I can take better photos for you with my super camera.
Has he done that already?
Yeah. Is it okay or is that bad?
Well, because here's what my watchsmith said today. I actually talked to him today, and he says that the damage on my current dial is minimal and attractive. He thinks it's attractive. Anyway, he says it's minimal damage, and he highly recommends keeping the original dial in instead of the service. That's what he says. So,
but wouldn't it be cool just to have a spare one up your sleeve? Just put it in the parts box.
I'll
just be 1 minute. I'll be back in 1 minute. I got to make myself some lunch. That vegetarian I live with now has left something for me to eat, so I'm going to go and grab it before the carpet beetles get it. I'll be back in 1 moment. Whose watch is that, by the way, Clive?
Actually, it's just one I'm looking at on eBay.
Are you looking at that, Clive, as an alternative to a Monaco?
I was looking at an alternative. Okay. Also, $20 super chat, Dan Radke. Now that the Heuer line has been broken, what are your thoughts on the new Heuer branded Octavia?
And see, we were just talking about that, or at least I was. I almost actually got one of those. Okay. And my watchsmith went nuts. He's like, "Why are you doing that if you have that, you know, the 6263, the Rolex?" He's like, why would you even think of doing that if you feel like wearing an Octavia like that? There are so many other alternatives, and you have one. So he was going crazy, you know. But on the other side of it, this is a modern version, so it has a wider bezel. Some people like that look. It almost looks like a ceramic bezel, but it's still aluminum, but it looks like a ceramic bezel. It's wider than the original. It's beefier than the original. And if that's what you like, if you like the vintage look, but you want something beefier, that's not a bad way to go. But of course, it is a Heuer.
Okay. Has Archie left?
It ain't Archie? No chronograph. I'm here. It ain't no chronograph, Clive.
Oh, his Zenith?
Yep.
I think he was looking at the Zenith because he was looking at your Monaco, and he wanted an alternative to that Monaco. Something.
It's got to be a chronograph automatic. World's first square chronograph automatic.
But see, here's the thing. Where would you go if you wanted to get a square chronograph even now? Well, you know, looking at everything out there, all the options available to you, where would you go other than a Monaco? Where would you get it? I can't think of one.
Could you go? They had a Cartier Tank Francais, or that's rectangular, not square.
And it's not really. It doesn't really look anything close to that.
Oh, by the way, there's a $2 super chat. Archie, how much to ban the doctor?
Ooh, I like that.
$1,000.
How much?
$1,000.
I am honored. I'm worth that much more than Don. I am honored.
I would have paid to ban Don.
Oh, Ralph Shepard says hi to Archie. Okay.
Hey, Ralphie. Love Ralphie.
But see, here's the thing on that Monaco. If you want that Monaco, you're going to have a hard time finding a square dial watch like that with the reverse panda dialing. Blue reverse panda square dial.
Here's a Hamilton Jazzmaster chronograph square.
Not panda, not reverse panda.
I think it's got the same Solita movement in it too, Clive. That's just going to be a real close one.
Let's see what it has.
I'm saying if you want that look, you're going to have a hard time. And certainly if you want a blue dial, which is what a real Monaco Steve McQueen is. I mean, yeah, the black ones are there, but it's not a Steve McQueen in my opinion until it's got a blue dial.
$5 super chat. Dr.
What do you think about that, Ponta?
$5 super chat.
I agree. It has to be the blue 70s blue dial.
Dr. BBW, can you diagnose multiple personality disorder to Paul Pluta as he has transformed into Archibald Shitterfield III by Mussolito.
That's a good question. Is it the AC3 that got the Monaco, or is it the Paul Pluta that got the Monaco? I think I'm going to need more information. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there.
Have you?
Now, I will say, you've always demonstrated signs of multiple personality disorder. No offense.
No, of course.
I think that's part of your appeal. That's part of your charm.
Exactly. It's tell me the truth, Doc.
Yes, sir.
Monaco, yes, no. Would you have bought it if you were me? Yes or no? Just a simple yes or no.
Everything as you've presented, including the price, yes.
Okay. Fair point. Oh, that's okay. You don't have to agree. I'm just asking. That's all. Okay. Fair enough.
Now, I will say that I don't think that it would work with my wrist. One thing about that watch is it doesn't curve to hug the wrist.
No.
So, and I've got fairly small wrists, even though I'm tall. I'm kind of lanky. Everybody calls me that anyway.
That's why the guy sold it, because he said it was too big for him.
Really? Okay. So
it was an Asian guy. He was an Asian guy.
Well, I think that I don't think I could get away with wearing one and having it look right on me. But it's one of those where I see it sitting on a dresser. I say, that's a cool looking watch.
Yes. Good point.
But I think getting it at that price with box papers the way it is, I think you could sell it. You could sell it even and make money on that. So it's hard to say no to that. You wear it for a while, see do you like it or not like it, and then you want to let it go, you let it go.
Yes. Would you have got the Golf one or the original?
Oh, hell no. I see what you're saying. I would get the original. The Golf one is that's just an attempt at making some money.
Okay.
Quick cash.
$3 super chat by Dr. Speedy 1050. He earlier said he's not going to get in a fucking Tudor. So here we go. Add an Aquanaut to the Batman and the Man on the Moon, or a new Sea Dweller or Hulk. I'd say an Aquanaut.
This is very expensive. How much money does he have, this guy?
Yeah, he's talking about a Hulk in there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like saying, do I get a Chevy Malibu or do I buy an E-Class Mercedes? Well, hang on a minute. Is this the same option or what is this?
I'd say the Aquanaut because you've already got a Rolex.
But I'm just saying, this question is so far bizarre. Normally, you're asking about watches in a similar price range. You don't just... The Aquanaut is so bullshit now. You know, the prices are crazy. Crazy
low, you mean?
Yeah.
Crazy low. And then the Hulk is crazy high.
The Aquanauts are actually pretty dear now, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Bell, let's come back to that. Like I said, I'd say you've already got a Rolex, so I'd say the Patek.
Yes, Patek is cool. But it's not a really good diver. It's not a good diver. That's the only problem.
Yeah, it's not a real diver. Yeah, I'm sure he's really going to go diving with, I think he's...
No one's going in the water with their Patek. I don't think.
Bell and Ross, okay, DM Hines, $5 super chat. Bell and Ross, BRO 3-94. Great looking square chronograph, lots of color options. There you go. Hey, you have the same. You can have the same movement, Archie.
Wow.
Okay, Tanzil, sorry, Archie. An article has been released on Fist on women being attracted to wrist watches. Monaco is rated one of the worst. You keep the shitter? Oh, why keep the shitter?
That's easy. Should I take it, Ponta?
Well, yeah, you take it, take it, take it, take it.
You didn't get it for the women. You got it for yourself.
There you go. Spoken like a true trooper.
My response is, well, I think would men wearing dresses and say, I don't know, bangers have the same preferences as actual women in dresses? No, I'm sure the men in dresses would love the Monaco. So
careful now. You know, they're in this country now, Clive. You know, there are men in dresses that say "Me Too" probably on the front. So careful, careful.
I'd say men in dresses and bangers, or in other words, his target audience. I think they'd love the Monaco.
I gotta say, I'm not sure about that survey because some of the watches that women like, they like seeing these designer watches on guys rather than true horological pieces.
No, they're saying it's simplicity. Nomos was actually one of the Nomos is one of the highest rated ones, and guess what? Milgauss was another higher rated one, and I can't remember what the other one.
Rolex Milgauss. Women like the Rolex Milgauss.
Simplicity. All right, we want to go ahead and hang it up and call it a night.
Okay, let's do that. Thank you so much, CLYVERS, for coming on, and Doc, thank you so much. Stay on, Doc. I'll talk to you about this dial, and thank you so much, guys. We'll meet again.